मीटिंग्स खत्म हो चुकी हैं, कैसे देखते हैं आप? क्या जो पर्पस लेकर आप लोग आए थे वो फुलफिल हो रहा है?
I think this global outreach program initiated by Government of India was indeed a path-breaking step. We went to Qatar, South Africa, Ethiopia, and finally Egypt. All these countries are very, very significant from Indian point of view. Qatar in the Middle East, South Africa as partner in BRICS and part of the South-South cooperation, Ethiopia as the headquarters of African Union, and Egypt, of course, as a gateway to Africa, of the League of the Arab States headquarters, and historic relations between India and Egypt right from the Nehru-Nasser partnership and non-aligned movement. I think overall we have been able to drive the message home to the leaders, because we, I think, met foreign ministers of all the countries, Deputy Prime Minister in Ethiopia, opinion makers, think tanks, and we have been able to drive the message home that India is a peace-loving nation. No first use policy of the nuclear, despite being nuclear power. But over last couple of years, India has been driven against the wall by continuous cross-border terrorism. Even if you see 9/11, the footprints were found in our neighboring country. 26/11, Chhati Singhpura massacre, and now Pulwama, and then now Pahalgam. So we have zero tolerance now, where our own state, Kashmir, has been progressing in the last, at least since 2019. Government have infused almost 10,000 crore in the infrastructure. The economy had started progressing. The local population, Kashmiris, the tourism was increasing. Last year, about 10 crore tourists visited Kashmir. Maybe this thing has not gone well with our neighboring country, and they have resorted to this barbaric kind of attack. Also, we have been able to clarify the position, India's position on Palestine, Hamas, because India have supported a two-nation theory from the beginning. India have given aid of about $40 million. Still, we are on humanitarian grounds, we are supporting. And at any platform, we are condemning what is happening in Palestine, in Hamas, because India says war is not a solution, and we are hopeful that a peaceful solution will be found, because some countries were concerned with India's stand, but we had clarified to them. And together with this, there were many, some people asked the evidence, so we had told how a company from our neighboring country went to US, approached US company for satellite images, how their army chief had invoked religion, and across all the countries, especially Qatar and Ethiopia, and today in Cairo, Egypt, when we met the foreign minister, when we met the League of the Arab States, the Deputy Prime Minister in Ethiopia, each one of them said that the terrorists have no religion. And all of them agreed that to give this terrorist activity or cross-border terrorism a color of religion is highly condemnable. And they all said we have nothing to do with this. Is not even on the table, because some efforts are being made on the social media to give it a religious color. We clarified that Muslim brothers like all minorities. India has second largest population of Muslims, and they all live peacefully. And anyhow, this is not even anything to be referred about. The facts speak about themselves. Yesterday we had interacted with our Bora community here. So I think the message of peace and India being a peace lover and India being forced to attack, that also through conventional warfare, we explained we never targeted any civilians across border. We never wanted to escalate it. It was a non-escalatory, very targeted, response. And also India is always doing this as a measure of self-defense to protect our civilians from any kind of terrorist thing. And we sought the support of these countries, a moral support, a support for the truth. And they all assured that they stand by India on penning this down, on tackling this cross-border terrorism.
Do you think that this outrage will pressurize Pakistan to?
I think so. When a public opinion is made, because we have met think tanks also, the Middle East Council for Global Affairs, we had met in Qatar, South Africa, and now in Cairo yesterday we went. So it is very Council on Foreign Affairs. So they are the opinion makers. I'm sure the political leadership and other things, some pressure will come on Pakistan, and also good sense will prevail, because now everybody have understood that it is not of today, it is since independence, since 1947, within I think 1.5 months the Kabilas had attacked, because Kashmir chose themselves, as all the states of India had the choice. So accession of Kashmir was agreed in writing by Maharaja Hari Singh, and it was Pakistan who invaded through Kabilas, and then the whole thing came. But anyhow, it was not honored. They agreed to withdraw from POK. They did not withdraw. So therefore, I think there will be tremendous political pressure on the Pakistan, because in today's world, nobody wants at least terror, because each country is suffering from this malign in one form or other. Egypt is suffering, so Sinai region, so Morocco is suffering, Ethiopia was suffering. So each country is suffering from this kind of terrorism, and which is using technological advances, which is using a lot of funding, and all those activities are interrelated. And African Union have passed a resolution, have a proper bill for this cross-border terrorism.